following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Dave in Clearwater. Hey, Dave, Happy New Year. What's happening, man?
Happy New Year to you, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
I am doing well, man. I'm doing well. Can I throw a quote out at you?
Sure.
In the market, somebody knows something. Someone always knows something. That statement was made by a great trader by the name of Tom O'Brien about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
And it kind of hit me like a brick. But you're right. Somebody always knows something.
Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
I'm calling you back, Tom. This morning I had the pleasure to talk to you and your son, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk to you again.
Well, I think you made some money on this bond.
Oh, yes, Tom. Your newsletter helped me.
That's a beautiful thing. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Release the need to be right. When you believe something, you assume you're right. You may even destroy relationships in order to defend your position. Let go of the need to defend your position. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 156. You get NASDAQ up 12. S&P's up 14. Gold contract trading up $8.30 at $1326.80. Gold, folks, huge bid. This baby is moving, and it's moving with conviction. Wide price spread, accelerated volume. Silver up 3 cents, $17.30. Silver's coming into the top of its consolidation, and you're coming in there with volume. I expect what we're going to see. We're going to see that baby try to take it out tomorrow. Friday in the metals market is always a little bit dangerous if you're going downtown. And when you're going uptown, guess what? The trend normally stays with you. Bottom line, you can get a very fast and furious day uptown. 10-year note down 4 ticks, 123.21. 30-year bond flat, 152.10. Both notes and bonds, folks, they just want higher price, lower yield. It's pretty amazing, the aspect of, particularly the 10-year, that in this particular case, it couldn't even break its swing low. It tested it, 1 tick above it, dramatically lighter volume, takes off from there. These things want, who knows what's going on out here, but rates in general, folks, they're staying down. King dollar, down 316 ticks, trading 91.580. The euro is at 120 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is out here at 112 3/4 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You get another day. You got another high. You're up $1.26. You're trading at 271.72. Dow Industrials. The Dow took over the numbers out here today. The NASDAQ composite and the NDX 100. The composite was up 2.3% last 2 days. Dow's taking it over today. Dow basically took out the consolidation it's been in. The last high out there, 24,876. You're at 25,077. The composite, NASDAQ composite's trading up 11 bucks. Bottom line, you know, the composite, when we started this week out, was at 6,903. You are at 7,077. NDX 100. What do you have with the NDX 100? Same type of setup inside the NDX 100. What do you have with the NDX? That's trading up 7 bucks. That started out the week at 63.96. You're at 65.83. Your only major indice this is, that is having a hard time out here, folks, excuse me, is the Russell 2000. Russell 2000 is up 54 cents right now. You're trading at 154.60. This would have to close over 154.77 today. The high, which it hasn't tested yet, is 155.41. We hit 155.15 out here today. If you actually take a look at the Let's go right into the actual indice, the Russell 2000 itself. What you'll see is that we had a high out here today of 1564. You're at 1558, and the number to keep your eye on is 1557.30. The reason it's 1557.30, the high is 1564. Oh, it's interesting. We didn't hit it. We hit 1564.10. So the reason that we're looking at the 1557.30 is that you got over that expansion, which is 2 weeks ago. We close underneath it, that'll say, oh, that's all she wrote. We don't close underneath it, then that extra 5/100ths of 1 point will get tested, which is 1564.70. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? This is pretty wild, man. But bottom line, it's moving and moving with force. Gold contract hit a low today of 1307. That 1307 was hit when the jobs numbers come out. Big jobs number out here this morning. Guess what? Never looked back. Actually, no, the 1307 was overnight. When the jobs number come out, we went down to 1312. Just took off like a rocket ship. When it took out its highs from yesterday, you had the volume behind the move. We did 2,800 contracts. When it took that baby out, what does that set up? That sets up higher price. When we actually taking a look at that, what you're looking at is that we have that swing high from September 8th that's up there that wants to get hit. Now, so the thing that's so intriguing about the September 8th level, which is 1365, is that if we go back over and take a look at the bond market, what you're going to see is that these bonds, now, the 10 years at 123.21. The September 8th benchmark, and this one is like 127.06. So you're a long way away from it, but guess what? That's saying that's where it wants to go. And if we go back to King Dollar, what you're going to see is that as you're looking at King Dollar is going after its September 8th swing low, which is 90.680. What King Dollar has done is this. King Dollar hasn't broken the low of Monday. There we go. Let's do that one. Okay. Monday, we came down with 19,000 contracts. Yesterday, we go up with 17,000. You've done 15. So the real kicker is going to be, do we lay down here and go after it tomorrow morning? That's what it looks like. The first number being 91,470. We get volume behind the move. Guess what? You're going to be down into that September 8th low, and we'll see at that particular level. If you have volume, if we get volume coming into that low, breaking that low, you get a very large ABC structure down. And that ABC structure down can take the dollar into the 82 to 83 mark. We're going to take a look at some of the higher volume stocks out here in this market today. What you have Advanced Micro is up 52 cents. You got Micron Technology up $1.70. Southwest Energy is down 8. You have Victoria's Secret's L Brands, that's down 6.60. That's the mover on the way down out here. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials right now up $1.54. NASDAQ up 12. S&P's up 13.5. Coming right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 166. You get the Nasdaq up 16. S&P's up 15. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Andy Hecht, as we do each and every Tuesday and Thursday. And don't forget, folks, Andy's got a great show right here at TFNN. Every Tuesday, Thursday, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. He's also got a couple great newsletters. He's got the Technomental Commodity Report, which you can test drive by coming over to our website. And as you're over there, you can also test drive his daily newsletter, which is Daily Essentials. Each one of them come with a money-back guarantee. Happy New Year, brother.
Happy New Year. How's things?
Things are good, man. It's
good.
It's a little chilly here, but 50 is a lot better than we were yesterday. We were at 41 yesterday. 50 is great.
And 41 is a lot better than what it's like in New York City and Boston.
Oh, there's no doubt, man. That's pretty intense, man. Yeah.
That's intense. That's intense.
But
the natural gas market's not looking at it at all, huh?
No.
But you know what? Crazy commodity. Be careful there. It's a crazy one. Listen, we're coming into this year. You know, it's very funny. We'll start with gold. Exact carbon copy of 2015, 2016, 2017. You know, we went down to lows in early December. We turned around. We came out of the gate rallying, and this thing looks really good now.
Oh, it's strong, man. Listen, you know, today the jobs number come out. It looked like bonds were going to get croaked. Bonds came all the way back.
Yep.
Gold wants higher price, man.
You know, I'll tell you, Tom, if you look at the monthly chart and you look at what happened in December, gold put in a bullish key reversal.
Yep.
So, you know, 2 commodities did that in December, which I think is really important. So gold did it, and copper did it as well.
Oh, that's nice. I like it.
So, you know, these are 2 bellwether commodities for the sector, and I'm pretty bullish on commodities this year. I think I
am too. Well, you know what's amazing, Andy, is that yesterday, so I know you're just in a den saying that, you know, the housing numbers, you think they're going to be good.
They could be great.
You know, what you had out here yesterday, folks, is that Lennar and Toll Brothers, the home builders, gave us an idea that, guess what, rates are not going up. You know, so, you know, these things broke out like yesterday, like in a huge way. You know?
Oh my God! You know, I mean, I'm not even basing what I said in the den on that. I'm basing it. I look out my back window and I see houses going up by Lennar, Toll Brothers, KD, like crazy in my neighborhood alone.
No, listen, I understand. Fundamentally, I definitely understand. I like the deal technically also that those things moved, you know, and it's like, okay, interest rates, high interest rates can kill the real estate market and kill the commodity market. You know, that's, you know, the gold market. Let's not commodities. But guess what? And then bonds coming back today is like, man, I don't know what's out here, and the dollar's still getting killed. So,
Tom, I got to tell you, I think we're going to get 5 rate hikes in 2018, and I don't think it matters.
Oh, it'll matter. You get 5 rate hikes in 2017. Low. It'll matter.
It's very, very low, 2.75%.
How is that low when we were at 0?
I understand, but look back over past years and look back over time. It's low if there's inflation, and I believe there's inflation.
Okay.
Because there's 2 components to interest rates, right? There's real rates and there's the inflation rate.
No doubt. If we're talking, you know, if the rate of inflation kicks up, yeah, then it's not going to matter what rates are. Hey, listen, we both know the first house you probably bought, I paid 14.5%, but guess what? Still made a fortune on it because the rate of inflation was going out of its, you know.
Right. Exactly. And I think that the Fed and the ECB are dead wrong when it comes to inflation. I think it's all over the place. Financial inflation. Look at the stock market. That's inflation. There's more currency chasing higher priced assets these days.
Oh, there's no doubt.
You know, we'll see how things shake out, but looking good across the board. I think the agricultural sector is going to look really interesting. You know, today on my show, which will come up after your second hour, what I'm going to do is I'm going to review exactly what happened in 2017. Then I'm going to kind of make some predictions for this year. And Tom, just in general, the bullish tone, I'm very bullish. And I'm looking at this dollar index here, and I'm looking at the weekly chart, and the dollar has every reason to recover. Interest rate differentials are wide, and that is the chief determinant of the path of least resistance of a currency traditionally. Now, when a market is supposed to go up, and it does not, that means that there are very bearish underlying things in that currency. And quite frankly, I believe that the administration is using the dollar as a weapon for trade, and that they want this thing lower. They want it down to 82. For the economy. And I think they're going to get it. Basically, what we're seeing here, we're less than a big figure away from critical support, which is right around 90.90. We could go through, you know, we pierced that. We could go right through that 90 level, and we could spend the rest of the year.
That's the ABC down, man. There's no doubt, man. That's the ABC down.
And by the way, nothing will ignite this commodity sector like the dollar going through 90.
Oh, no doubt, man. No doubt. And, you know, in that context, folks, if you're going to Europe, come over to our website at TFNN, hit the Everbank banner, open up one of those foreign currency accounts. You can open an account right now. Let's say you're going to spend $5 grand in Europe in the summer. Put $5 grand in right now. Get your euros right now. Because that euro looks like it can go to 140 in a heartbeat, man.
Yes. Actually, my target's 137.
Yeah, so there you go.
Which is the equal move that we got. You know, what I think is going to really trigger the dollar move down is I think that the pressure is going to be so great on Mario Draghi and the ECB that they're going to have to shift from negative 40 basis points and QE. They're going to have to shift this year. And when they make that shift, the euro's going to scream. And the euro is 60% of the dollar.
There's no doubt. We're much further, what Andy's saying, folks, we're much further along tightening than the European Central Bank is. And the euro's still going up and we're still going down. So as soon as they start tightening, that euro's going to get a lot stronger. Yeah.
They're way behind the curve, and that means that they can really feel the effects of inflation because there's so much liquidity in that system in the euro.
Yeah. Oh, listen, I'm there. It's you know, the thing that's kind of fun is that it really does feel like a real commodity bull is right here. Is, you know,
it does. Listen,
we can almost touch it, folks. It's not here just quite yet, but you can almost touch it, you know?
Let's look at things. They're on the verge. You got crude oil, $62, 62.01 on the close today. The breakout zone there is 62.58. It's very close.
Oh, man,
you have
if that
iron
hits,
ore prices above $72 per ton. You have copper up, you know, listen, we corrected a little bit, but we're not correcting a lot. We're down at 326. We got up to 332.
Yep.
We got gold looking like it's going to break out. By the way, if gold has the similar trajectory as it had in 2016 and in 2017 at the beginning of the year, we're going to a new high. We're taking out 1377.50 here.
That's right. And if we do that, what will end up happening, folks, is that you're going to have a shot at the highs, which is pretty amazing. You know, that's 2000. That's going back a long way.
The other thing,
hey, stay right,
silver.
Stay right there, Andy. We're coming right back. Stay right there, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now are trading up 163. You get the Nasdaq up 17. S&Ps are up 15. Andy and I are coming right back, folks. Stay right there.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 165. You get the Nasdaq up 19. S&Ps are up 15. We got our man, Mr. Andy Hecht. We are talking commodities. Let's go to Mike in Almond Beach. Mike wants to talk natural gas. Mike, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Tom. I hope your New Year is off to a great one.
It is. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We're going to make it a great 2018.
Great. Hey, Tom, well, since we got Andy on here, especially, I'm looking at the UNG, and I see that we started to dip into that big gap from a couple days ago. Do you think we're going to fill that gap up?
Let's take a look. So the UNG, folks, is U.S. Natural Gas Fund. That's the ETN, I believe. And yeah, I do. You know, even though I got a call yesterday, it's like that's the danger point, man. That 555 can get filled in a second. And,
okay.
Yeah, I mean, we came down.
No question. It's a crazy commodity here, natural gas. We had you know what's happening today. The market was expecting a 225 billion cubic foot withdrawal from inventories, and we got, I think, 209. This morning. Let me just check that number.
Yeah, 205 or 209, something like that. Yeah,
206. So it was a little bit less. But we are going to get a monstrous withdrawal next week. I mean, I'm expecting well over 300 billion. We are going to deplete a lot of stocks next week. It's very cold out there. Natural gas is being pushed around all over the place. The price is being pushed around, no question about it. There's lots of supplies. But remember, this is a crazy commodity. I could see this thing going down to 250 and then exploding back up. So be very cautious in this thing. You know, if you're long, to tell you the truth, I will add when it fills that gap on that UNG. That's my kind of game plan. I have a time stop on this at the end of January.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at it to fill the gap on light volume and then fire away again.
Yeah,
so.
right. No, I think that's be a good way to go. You know, because the deviance here, you know, Andy and Mike, the deviance, no doubt, is that natural gas hasn't been able to move. You get the Northeast breaking records, and it's like, why? You know, so that's markets, right?
But you also have to, you know, we just factor in the history of this commodity. This commodity likes to kill longs and kill shorts.
Yep.
And, you know, that's what just stay away from that U gas and D gas. Anything other than intraday. Overnight, forget it. But intraday, they're okay. But do not hold them overnight.
Yep, that's why I've been trading the UNG. I've just been putting on a 5 and 15-minute chart and doing that and out at the end of the day.
Cool, man.
Good idea. Good idea.
Okay, well, thanks for everything, guys.
Okay, have a great one, man. Have a safe one.
Okay, bye.
So, Tom, let's go back to silver, baby.
Silver, okay.
Because I'm telling you, I think that this is the one that's going to shock and awe. Silver to me, if I have to compare the silver market to anything, Tom, it's like a rubber band.
Yeah.
That you pull, you pull it, you stretch it, and when it snaps, man, it hurts.
Well, the good thing, it's cool here, as we're talking, I mean, it's coming into that consolidation, and, that it hasn't taken out yet. That gold did take out. So yes. I like coming into a Friday, coming into that consolidation, because we got the volume. You can see the volume in here. We almost get 90,000 contracts today.
1730 has been a line in the sand for silver. It's failed every time it's gotten up to this level. 1730 for months now has been the upper end of the range. We get up to 1750. We could get a blast off in silver.
Yeah, no, I can see that. I can see that.
Listen, let's talk a little bit of digital currencies. The craziness in digital currencies, the speculative frenzy around things like Ripple and all these other things. Precious metals are going to get a piece of that, I think, in 2018.
Well, I think we might be getting it right now, which, they haven't blown up yet. You can see, there's an article out here today, folks, that the guy that owns the most of Ripple is the richest man in the world right now.
Of course. Yeah. Of course. If that's not a tulip bulb, I don't know what is.
Right. Hey, so we're on these commodities. What do what are the people feeling like in Nevada, since you guys are one of the states that is legal recreational marijuana, and you got the Attorney General is saying that guess what? The feds are going to come in the middle of this.
I don't know what they're thinking out there, but all I know is everywhere I go, I smell it these days.
So
it's everywhere, and I don't think that the state's going to really crack down on it. I think there's too much tax revenue at stake.
But it's not the state; it's the U.S. attorneys.
Well, I know that. Are they going to start prosecuting? Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. I think that, he got rid of those memorandum, but I don't know what that means they're going to actively prosecute. I think it's going to be up to individual jurisdictions, isn't it? In other words, individual federal employees in these jurisdictions. I don't, the U.S. attorney in Nevada, the U.S. attorney in Colorado. I don't know whether they're going to dictate out of Washington, D.C. what they should do and really clamp down on them. Time will tell. I don't know.
Well, I guess, the bottom line is that Sessions is their boss. It's not like they're not like elected officials inside the state.
Right.
And
so, yeah, what he did is he did away with the memorandum. I don't know whether he articulated a policy, whether they're going to go and enforce. We'll find out.
You know that he hates pot, right?
Yeah.
That pot is dangerous. It's like heroin. Bad people.
That's what he believes.
Do it. Yeah.
That's what he believes. So we'll see. We'll see how it shakes out, Tom. But I think that you have so many states where it's legal now. It's not going to be the easiest thing to enforce.
Yeah, I think it's going to be intriguing whether it's going to go. They go after. I suspect the first one they're going to go after is somewhere in California.
Right. Well, it's the blue state. That's what it is. But you know what? It's really it's either going to create the great opportunities in these marijuana stocks because they're going to get knocked.
They have today. I'm with you there. They have today. But it's going to be really intriguing that if in one state. See, I don't buy the deal with individually that the U.S. attorneys can enforce it in one state and not in another because those cases would get thrown out. It has to be the uniform. You see what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I understand. So what are you saying? You're saying that federal agents are going to storm all of the dispensaries in the growing houses, in the next couple of weeks?
I'm saying specifically that, if they're going to enforce the law, right? We're supposed to be a country of laws, right? You're either going to enforce the law or you're not. So, right. The aspect that, they're going to enforce the law in one state and not in another, every conviction would get thrown out.
It will clog up the federal courts big time.
Wow.
That's for sure. You'll have so many cases. It'll go up to the Supreme Court. We'll see what happens there.
Yeah, pretty wild.
It will. That's my prediction. It will clog up the courts, and it will certainly slow down the reefer train here on the investment side. That's for sure.
Yeah, and so as we talk about that, folks, so would you have most of them stocks, like if you look at Canopy, which is probably one of the largest market caps out there, that's down 10%. You get a couple of them that make no money that are down 40%.
Right. And as Tarponto just said in the den, Sessions never told them to prosecute. It's a question of doing away with these memos, yes, but. If he says, hey, prosecute.
Hey, listen,
right.
Yeah, I don't buy that, man. You got to either stick up for what you believe, okay, or you let Sessions run madness over states' rights, okay?
Well,
so I'm
that's
not.
What we'll see.
Yeah. Okay.
But the Republican Party has always been a states' rights party.
Oh, really? Until now, right?
Well, we'll see.
Have a great one, man. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien. Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 152. You get the NASDAQ trading up 17. S&Ps are up 15.5. We get over and we take a look at the GDX. We take a look at some of these gold indices. GDX out here up 7 cents. This rejected lower price out here, the way it's rejected is pretty cool too, because we got down to 23.39. You're going to have lighter volume. You're going into 45 million. That's why I've done 19. Bottom line, it wants higher price. XAU. We take a look at the XAU out here. XAU is trading out at a price point of 87.50. And this is going after its swing point from the 10th of October. Thus far, that's 88.19. What we are going to see out here, which is pretty cool, folks, is that we are coming into that swing with dramatically higher volume. The swing had 19 million shares. We did 33 million shares on Tuesday. We did 38 million shares. Tuesday, 38 million shares on Wednesday. So now what you're going to have is that you also have the aspect that you're coming into that swing point on the daily and on the weekly with dramatically higher volume. So we have buyers in that sector. The Gold Bugs Index, same setup in the Gold Bugs Index. That's up 42 cents. You're trading at $197.76. That also monster volume. You know, we did Tuesday 23 million. Thursday, 28 million. You're coming into 11 million and 13 million. So the way that those babies are set up, they look like, number one, they're going to go after the swing highs. And we'll find out when we get up into them, can they basically take them out. The cool thing is, no doubt, going after those swing highs coming into a Friday. What I expect we're going to have over here overnight is some action inside these currency markets. We get over and we take a look at the euro. Just as the dollar is pushing its lows, the euro is pushing its highs. We're at 120.66. The high is 129.2. We hit a high today of 128.9 in the euro. That euro takes that baby out. Guess what? I'll show you how this is set up. It's pretty wild, man. You're going to see that the aspect of this, we had already launched the 117 area. That's where the consolidation had started from January of 2015. We take this swing point out, and it's game of that 140, 139, 140. It's a big number, folks. So we'll see if, in fact, it has the volume when it's going into that number. As you come over to our website at TFNN, well, let's do it right now. So if we come over to TFNN, we get a couple things happening over here. I'm in Mr. Dave White, too, so let's check this out. So we go over to TFNN. First off, you go over, On the right-hand side, you're going to see the Everbank banner. If you are going to Europe, bottom line, you can come over here. You can hit the banner. You can go into investing. You can go into the currencies. And what you can do is that you can open an automatic purchase plan. You can open an access account. Bottom line, there's no fees involved. And what you get there, you can put U.S. dollars in. You can say, okay, I want these in euros. Keep them in euros. When you go on your vacation, you know, basically if, in fact, the dollar continues lower, the euro's higher, you get the vacation paid for. If the dollar basically goes up and you still have the amount of euros you're going to spend, guess what? You're still going to spend that amount of euros. That's the cool thing about if you're actually doing this for a vacation, or you're doing it for tuitions, or you're doing it for something that you know you're going to use. Big difference. Because the difference is, of course, if the dollar does go down and you're going to Europe, instead of $1.20, you're going to be at $1.40, and that's a big difference. Now, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you're going to see right on the front page, our man, Mr. Dave White, short-term oscillator webinar. What Dave is doing is put together here. This is pretty cool. Now, this is for his subscribers. You can come over. You can test drive his path of least resistance or the Tech Insider, either one of them. They both come with the money-to-back guarantee. He's going to be doing a webinar. It's going to be January 17th, 5 o'clock. And what it's going to be all about is the short-term sector oscillator webinar. The path of least resistance has been, has a new daily feature in it. What it is, it's a short-term sector chart that works on both madness and wisdom of crowds. Most sectors will give you 3 to 4 times a year to hit a home run, and with those new tools, you know when to act on the short-term washouts or blow-off tops. That is what is going to be presented on the 17th. So check it out on the front page of TFNN. You can check out his newsletter, do the newsletter for a month, either one of them, and they both come with money-back guarantees. Small caps. We go take a look at the small caps. The small cap, thus far, folks, is the only indice that hasn't been able to hold highs. The futures out here again today, the number to keep your eye on is going to be this 1557.30. You close over it, that's going to say that it'll basically get up to that high more than likely tomorrow. We missed the high by 6 100ths today. We hit 1564.10. It's 1564.70. If we did close under the 1557.30 today, bottom line, that'll be a failure because we won't get the volume behind the move out here today. If we go look at the IWM, what you're going to see in the IWM, we get 12 million shares. You're coming into 22 million. You're coming into 23 million. You're coming into 36 million. So bottom line, the price is going to be the big deal out here today, not the volume, because there's no way we're going to do 12 million shares in all of 11 minutes. That baby just is not going to go. If we go take a look at the GLD and you want to see the buying inside the GLD also, it's let's see, we've done 5.9 million shares. That's going to probably do, this can put some good juice in at the close also. So we'll see what kind of juice we get in. Thus far, what you have, 32 million. Yeah, we're going to, thus far, it's taken its swing point out, and you're going to have the volume behind the move on the weekly. You know, got to remember something. This is a 4-day week. We've already done 25 million. The 32 is the number with another day left in trading, and then adding a day. So what you're going to see there is that the GLD is going to have the volume over the price. Bottom line, that puts September 8th on target once again. Now, the thing that's pretty amazing is if you do take a look at this gold contract and we put this on a continuous contract, what you're going to see is that because of the we did a very small pullback this year prior to 2016. In 2016 was a huge run The difference being, because the pullback was so small, this thing can launch that 1377. You launch 1377, we're going to be close, and it's going to make a run. It has a probability to make a run to that 18 to 1900 area, which is a mind blower. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Dow up 146, NASDAQ up 15, S&P's up 12.5. We'll come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 143. You get the NASDAQ up 14. S&Ps are up 12.5. And stay warm out there. I just saw some pictures, folks, pretty amazing, from the battery, which I believe is in Charleston, South Carolina, next to the water. And it's, like, amazing. It's like these cars are just, looks like big ice cubes, cold. So stay warm. Stay warm in a big way. We go take a look inside the Dow Industrials right now as to what that strength was out here. The strength moving out here today, point-wise, you had Goldman Sachs putting 24 positive points, IBM 21, 3M 19, Caterpillar 15. Inside the NDX 100, and so the Dow took over the Nasdaq's place out here today, meaning going up on numbers. Inside the NDX 100, we had Micron Tech was up 4.3%. You had Workaday up 3.9%. Mylan Pharmaceutical up 2.7%. Taken away from it, you had Walgreens down 5%. Regeneron off 2.7%. Liberty Ventures down 2.2%. 7, and you had Insight Corporation down 2.5. So bottom line is that we'll see how this whole thing shakes out coming into tomorrow morning. Inside the metals market, inside the dollar, inside the bond market. The bond market in particular here, if we go, let's go to the TLT for a second. We take a look at the TLT. What you have, this also rejected lower price, pretty amazing. Got down to 125.37. 6 million shares, was going into 16. This one's higher price too. And I got to tell you, this is like a huge riddle inside the interest rate structure. So the interest rate structure since 1981 has been going down. That's the bottom line. And guess what? It's still, the Fed's saying they're going to go up in short-term rates, but the market saying something different. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back with some numbers after the close. We have the Dow Industrials up 152, NASDAQ up 14, S&P's up 13.5. We're coming right back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Oh, look who we have. It's a beautiful thing. Got our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to take it by storm.
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay.
And it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But holy, I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Manifest your true intentions. Regardless of what language you speak, your intent will be manifested through the word. What you dream, what you feel, and what you really are will be manifested through what you say each and every day. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 152, NASDAQ up 12, S&P's up 12. Percentage-wise, what you have out here, folks, is that you have the Dow up 0.6%, NASDAQ up 0.2%, S&P's up 0.4%. Inside the Dow Industrials, the strength out here today, point-wise, is that good old Goldman. Goldman was putting 24 positive points. Big Blue followed up again today, 22 positive points. 3M 21, Caterpillar 14. We go into the gold contract. What do you have with gold? Gold contract out here, folks. Caught a bid even after your downdraft from the jobs number this morning. We closed out at 1323.80. You've done huge amounts of volume out here. We're talking 349,000 contracts. Bottom line is that what you have is that what you can expect is that gold contract is going to be going right after its September 8th swing low. We're not that far away from it now. You know, the 1365.80 is the number. Big number. 10-year note, same setup, man. Just pretty amazing. Same setup. What I mean specifically is that it rejected lower price once again, finished out at 123.20. You only had 1 million contracts. That also wants higher price, lower yield. If we take a look at the yield right now, you're at 2.45. That is at the higher end for the last year. There's no doubt. The low is 2, the high is 2.62. King dollar is going after its swing low. That swing low that we're talking about in King dollar is 90.990. Right now, you're at 91.605. And I expect, more than likely, the way this is trading, it looks like it's going to go after it tomorrow. Now, we have frost right across this country in a huge way. It's actually even going to get colder. The snow just finished up in the Northeast. They had quite a storm up there. Natural gas. This is about as deviant as you can get, folks. So natural gas is down 4.4% today, trading $2.87. And that's $2.87, folks, per million British thermal units, BTUs, okay? So check this out. This is what this story's about. This is, like, phenomenal, actually. Because I was reading this a couple days ago, and I really didn't understand how this could work. And what it was is that the price of natural gas in Boston 2 days ago was 6 times more expensive than what natural gas is trading in the futures market. Well, guess what? That's nothing compared to what I'm going to read to you right now, because this is like insanity. So, natural gas in the United States soared, get this, folks, 60-fold among icy squeeze in the Northeast. Okay? So check this out. This has got up across the country. I suspect we'll find out whether it's in the Midwest. It's definitely in the Northeast. If you're watching Tiger TV, I have natural gas futures up at $2.87. If you actually try to buy them, okay, guess what it's going to cost in the Northeast? $175 per BTU versus $2.87. Here's the story. Spot prices used to fuel heat homes, generate power, reached a record $175 per BTU in New York, according to Consolidated Edison. That's a far cry from the U.S. futures market at 2.93. Other major trading hubs in New York and New England saw prices exceed $100, according to folks in those markets. Even if the rally cools later Thursday as the storm is lambasting New York and Boston, moves off to the north, price in the region probably will close in the triple digits. Here's a quote from the director of natural gas trade at Con Edison. This string of cold has stressed the market just as much as the polar vortex did in 2014. The cold weather cyclone swirling off in Nantucket Island grounded thousands of flights, disrupted rail service, shut schools, prompted emergency declarations up and down the eastern seaboard, even as slashing winds cut off power to more than 70,000 homes and businesses. Electricity prices climbed. Listen, this is crazy, man. Electricity prices climbed 126% to 273.23 per megawatt hour Thursday morning, the highest for that time of day in 4 years. The gas squeeze underscores the lack of adequate pipeline capacity to haul enough gas from Appalachia and points further afield to the Northeast metropolitan's households that have been scraping heat oil tanks and gas-fired furnaces. As a result, the gas in the region is the world's priciest, commanding 14 times more than the UK future prices and 9 times more than the Asian imports of liquefied version of the fuel. This is like amazing, man. The market mayhem in and around New York is having a knockoff effect in regions far away from stormy weather. An Appalachian pipeline hub known as Dominican South, that is typically home to the cheapest American gas, jumped to $4.15, twice the 12-month average, and a huge premium of late October. With demand and price of gas being this high in New York and New England, everyone wants to flow gas into the region, but the current pipeline infrastructure cannot carry enough to even the market out. The thing that's amazing here, and this is what you want to wrap your head around, folks, is that I'm not quite sure whether I haven't traded natural gas in a long time, but I'm not quite sure I'd ever even trade it again when I'm looking at the aspect where I just finished reading that story as to the aspect of the futures going down versus going up, because it's really hard to comprehend that you if you try to buy it, you're paying 100 times more than it. But guess what? Natural gas in the future market's going down. I think you get easier markets, folks. Stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials finished up 152. NASDAQ up 12. S&P's up 12.5. Coming right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow finished up 152. You had the NASDAQ up 12. S&P's up 13. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, as we do each and every Thursday at 20 past the second hour. And, of course, don't forget, Basil's got a great show here every trading day, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. Also has a great newsletter. Now, you can test drive this newsletter 30 days, absolutely free. You go to TFNN, you hit newsletters, you hit trading newsletters, you see the opening call right there. Test drive it 30 days. Basil Chapman, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you?
I'm doing great. I know you guys have had a heck of a storm. I was just...
Well, it's still going on. There's no let-up in the wind, and still going on.
And, you know, folks, I was just reading this. So picture this. This is actually hard to comprehend. Now, I know these towns, and when you're talking Scituate, you're talking Gloucester. Here, I'll just read you this one. Now, this just came across. I guess... I mean, what, right off the coast, is that what, there's like 60, 70 mile-an-hour winds?
Very, very strong winds, and they had a very unusual extended high tide. So that added to, you know, that whole area, the Cohasset area south of Boston, they always have a terrible time, and I believe it was very wild. Waves were very, very high.
So picture this, folks, in Gloucester, okay, that's a beautiful fishing village. The Atlantic just came right into the streets. And the cars, this article here, Basil's telling me, the cars, they're swamped up to their windows, and then the residents are getting trapped in their houses.
Wow, that's terrible. Of course, the next town is Swampscott. I mean, that must be the... That's terrible. But this is a very unusual, and not only that, the snow this morning was thick, but it wasn't that heavy. But if the rain comes and it's very, very cold, then conditions are really very poor.
Unfortunately, it says it's going to be -10 tomorrow in Boston.
Oh.
Yeah. It says Boston. Well, this is wind chill, though. It's -10 to -15. But, folks, Boston doesn't get like that. That's pretty intense, man. Yep.
It is.
Wow. Okay, well, we get a hot market. Let's talk a hot market.
So what we're looking at here, I'm showing the Dow chart, and actually it's very interesting because we for subscribers, we have a long position going back to the 22,290 level in the Dow. That was back in October. I still have that position as a core position that you can see here in the weekly chart. But these particular turn downs, these brief pullbacks, I tried as a trading position. We were short and correct, but didn't make any money because the first one, the one on the 4th of December, was for 5 days, and this last one went sideways for 9 days, and the 10th day it breaks out to the upside. So those very short-term short positions didn't work out, but fortunately, we have this core position, which is up about 12.5%. But what's interesting is I've spoken to you for a while now about the financials that we still have. Bank of America, we've had a core position, a trading position, still got the core position. It's just bumping into some resistance here at 30.50. The weekly chart is still very strong. Monthly chart is in leg D, so I'm hoping that we can still keep that for a while. We have an internet security stock, Carbonite Inc. security software. We were waiting for this leg D to the upside, and it made a peak C. In the Chapman wave, let me just show this for a second for people who are not used to it. In the Chapman wave, we try to identify the lowest, most obvious low bar, merely count each successively higher peak to the fourth highest peak, alphabetize them, uppercase on the way up, A, B, C, D. At the fourth highest peak, other things can happen. It can certainly go higher, but that's where we start to look out for other aspects. So here we are, got this leg D, that's in Carbonite. But what's interesting is that the weekly chart has that really strong round number 27 high from back in October, November area. It pulled back very sharply. So my contention usually is with this kind of long wick, if the price can hold, in this case it's a weekly chart, for about 3 days in the 20, if it can get to 26 and hold there, finally there's a chance to get back to the 27. So this, I'm hoping, is a more longer-term position as well. And then just alphabetically going on, we bought a very interesting stock because of the just looking at the repair work that needs to be done in the country. So Chicago Bridge and Iron, we bought that this morning at just on $17, and it closed at 17.94. So it was up very sharply. And what's nice about this is that it broke in the weekly chart the arch formation. I need to see it go above 18.72 to say, great. Now it's got rid of the two fighting patterns here. One is the arch, one is the upward movement. And if we can get to that leg D in the weekly, that'll be very good. Another one that we had, we bought yesterday is CX, which is a Mexican cement company. CMEX trading at 7.95 right now. So we wanted to see this left side, right side price time match. I like to do this where you can identify a low bar that says you've got the same chance of the same number of bars to the left coming to the right to go back to the level that it was at. And it did that. It did it exactly yesterday. Today it spiked a little higher to 802. So we were in at 780. So for a 2-day trade, this is very nice because it's bumping up against the weekly resistance. And that's going to be very important because, once again, this is kind of like an infrastructure play.
Sure.
You remember some time ago I spoke to you about General Motors. I said that the orders, they're selling orders all over the show.
Yeah.
But you don't quite know how they're making money, but they must be making money from all those extra things. You got the stopping mechanism, you've got the keeping you in the lane mechanism, you've got all these electronics that cost them nothing, and they charge $1,000 or $2,000. So I'm looking at General Motors. We were in the 34s. We had a trading position that we took profits in about 20% when it hit 45. So we still have the core position, and it traded today at 44. So it's up about 27%. So that's acting very well. And then another one that we've had for quite a while now is Reliance Steel, because I really have liked the steel sector for a long time.
Yes.
So it's trading at 88. We had a trading position. We took some profits in. The core position from the 81s is still there. But what's really interesting is the same. Whereas we looked at the V-shaped pattern, this is the same premise. This is a cup formation, and we were looking for what I call the Chapman wave inside wedge target line to be hit. So far, it's done that exactly, and you can see from the midpoint that I chose right here, this is the week that it needs to break above 88.58, and here it is trading at 88.83. And it's in leg D. So this and because of this weekly chart going to D, the monthly chart has also gone to a D. So this is what I like to do for subscribers, is also explain the techniques that we are using. Gave a webinar on that, an all-day webinar a couple of Fridays ago. These are the things we discussed: how you can identify with trend lines, how you can use 9-period moving average. Look at the support on this 9-period moving average in the daily chart.
Wild, huh?
Yeah, God. Isn't it funny how it holds that? Yeah. So
yeah, when they trend, I mean, I've seen it through the years when you get a trending market, that 9-period moving average is a cool little deal. There's no doubt.
It is, because it gives you the kind of cushion of support. Yeah. And that's really what you want. You want to be able to identify something that says, hey, if it breaks under that, you got to be careful. If it holds above it, that's very good action. So, looking at the market, we'll see what happens. I think for me, once again, I'm getting real close to wanting to have a short position in the Dow, but I'm having a little patience here. We'll see what happens in the next
folks,
few days.
You can come over to our website, Test Drivers Newsletter. You go to newsletters, you go to trading newsletters. You're going to see the opening call right there. Just hit the opening call. 30-day money-back guarantee, folks. Check it out for a month. Basil, you stay warm and stay safe, man.
Thank you very much, Tom.
Okay.
Have a great evening.
Look forward to you too. Look forward to the show tomorrow. Stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his gold report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics, including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Think or Swim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials finished up 152. You had the Nasdaq up 12, S&P's up 13. If we do go over and we take a look at the small caps, so the small caps are the only indices thus far, folks, that is continuing to have a hard time to get up and over the highs. We had the last swing point high is 1557.30, and check it out. We closed at 1557.40. So what that is saying is that those small caps will try to go test once again, more than likely the high of December 4th, which is 1564.70. We hit 1564.10 out here today. Pretty wild, actually, looking at that. We go into the IWM, and you'll see the IWM, that closed at 154.47. Now, that's where this has some divergence, because that did get over the same price points of the 18th and 19th of December, closed underneath them, had lighter volume. So on the ETF sector, that's a failure. On the futures, however, it's not. On the futures, you did close one tick over it. That's saying you can get up and go reach that level. Let's go take a look at some of the chip stocks. The chip stocks are still the leaders out here. If we take a look at Micron Tech up $1.90. They're coming into their downdraft. So the downdraft, you know, these chip stocks, when they came down off the highs in November, that was pretty intense. It went from $49 in Micron Tech down to $39 in 5 trading days. You're getting back up into that level, and, you know, bottom line, it looks like Micron's going to go after this, 47.60. NVIDIA, NVDA. Now, NVIDIA yesterday got right into it, and NVIDIA realistically can give us quite a bit of information, and this is what it would be. So NVIDIA yesterday goes topside with 22 million, and you're going into 34 million. We have a high volume high at 218.67. Well, that got to 218.05, gave it up. So it's like, okay, is that it with NVIDIA? It's going to be intriguing watching this shake out, because we got into that level with 14.4 million versus 31 million. Yep, so you unloaded, I see, so we had a big buy at the open, and they unloaded at the close. Let's go to the SMHs. Take a look at the SMHs. That was up 52 cents. You're at 102.32. Now, this is lagging. This is definitely lagging. This is intriguing. Okay. So you're coming into 17 million. It only did 3.3. And part of that is going to be Intel You know, Intel started this downdraft here. So Intel got to a price point of $42.69 today, rejected lower price, but had too much volume. Intel wants to close this gap at $41.57 that's left over from October 26th. And if we do put this on a weekly basis, this doesn't look good, actually. On a weekly basis, you're coming down with monster volume. You're going into 200 million, and that's a weekly. And we've already done 228 million in 3 days. So you can see the action there is pretty big. That's saying that we're going to go down to that $40.39. You know, we'll see as we get into that area, does it come into that area with volume? Bottom line, do you get a contraction as you're coming into that lower price point? The rest of those indices, guess what? They basically took off once again. Now, if we go over to Asia, what you're going to see last night, the Nikkei was closed for 3 days. Now, actually more than 3 days. Let's see, the 4th. Yeah, they were closed for 3 days. That opened up last night, folks, approximately 3.5%, I think. Let me just see this again. Yeah, 3.2%. The Nikkei was up 3.2%. The TOPEX in Taiwan was up 2.5%. So if we take a look at this, 741 points the Nikkei was up. It's testing a high out here. I'm just curious of, let's see. So you get a high volume high at 23,382 that it took out last night. 1.6 billion, and you did it with 1 billion. Bottom line, that still can go higher. It's not an ABC up, though. You can see the correlation there. The correlation is that you did have lighter volume. If we go over to the Europe, we take a look at Europe, what we had out here in the FTSE in the UK. FTSE out here today went up 24 to 76.95. The DAX in Germany, that went up 189. Now this is coming into your downdraft. 145 million. Okay, that's going to need a lot more volume. That's intriguing. Okay, so we'll see how the DAX handles this 13,338. I do expect that, number one, you're going to see it. We'll see whether we have volume behind that move as that tries to trade into that area. Spotify. So Spotify, you know, let's go take a look at this. Investors, this is the world's largest paid music service. They're looking to go public, folks. They plan to begin trading in the New York Stock Exchange this quarter. Let's see, passing up a traditional public offering for what it's called a direct listing. Oh, let's see how this works. This will test whether investors are ready to buy into the music industry, which was left for dead a few years ago. Record industry sales have increased for 3 years in a row thanks to legends of consumers paying to listen to Spotify and Apple Music. Their spending far outstripped shrinking album sales in retail and online stores like iTunes, allowing the $15.7 billion global business to prosper again after years of decline. Let's see how this works. Okay, so investors have few direct opportunities to tap this potential. Spotify built the most popular on-demand service in the world, outflanking the largest technology companies, including Apple. And it's trying to prove that it can prosper without being a vehicle to sell mobile phones or other products. The company said Thursday subscribers have increased to 70 million from 60 million in July. That's a big number. That's pretty amazing. If you look at the leaders in the form of media, music is the last uncaptured sector. For now, Spotify is the biggest opportunity. The company is valued at $8.5 billion last time it raised money in March of 2016. They figure it's worth $15 billion now. Okay, so let's see how a direct listing works. A direct listing, usually done by much smaller companies, is risky. And Spotify is trying to pull off the biggest one yet. Most would-be stock issuers hire investment bankers to underwrite their shares and go on a roadshow. Spotify isn't trying to raise capital. It's seeking a listing so existing investors can begin selling their shares. Without the roadshow, the company and its bankers won't have much control over where the shares begin trading or much insight into the thinking of investors. Spotify believes it is well known investors can look at the limited financial results that have been posted publicly at the company's ensure bet. This is going to be cool watching how this... So Spotify lost $601 million in 2016 from the contracts that were pushed out. Hey, we're going to see how this goes, man. This is pretty amazing. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow finished up 152, NASDAQ up 12, S&P's up 13.5.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge Heard Daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go take a look at the energy market out here. So, if we look at the oil market first, what you're looking at, folks, is this: oil, $61.90 right now. And one of the numbers out here that you want to keep a close eye on, put this on a continuous basis, it's pretty amazing, actually. You know, 4 months ago, oil was at $45. You're at 61, almost $62. That being said, the danger point inside the oil market for really going exponentially higher is only $1 away. It's actually not even $1 away. It's right now, it's, oh my God, it's 70 cents away, 60 cents. So you have a swing high out here from May of 2015. That's what we're going into, $62.58. You know, you take that out, and guess what? There's not much stopping this from going up to 75. And that 75 is not the the swing high. What 75 is, that was the lows of 2011, as well as the lows of 2012, 75 to 77. Realistically, what you very well could get if we take this out, the swing point is 107 bucks, which would be really a bummer. Let's go back in and take a look at of course, none of us buy barrels of light sweet crude, as our man Mr. Andy Heck would remind us. What we do buy is what we buy, gasoline, and we buy heating oil, right? So gasoline, unleaded gasoline today, up big. You're talking, this is up 87 cents today. Yeah. Hold it, that can't be right. Let me look at this, XB1. I think it is right. That is insane. That can't be, it gotta be 8 cents, right? $1.80 a gallon. Yeah, it's up 8 cents, not 87. 8 cents. They got this thing wrong. Okay. Bottom line is that you're at a dollar. Yeah. Thank you. Up 1 cent. Ah, thank you, man. I got it. I got it. Up 1 cent. Thanks, Matt. Okay, we're up 1 cent. 87 cents. I know something's wrong. Okay, so we take a look at this now. Unleaded gas is reaching its consolidation. The top of it. The top of the consolidation is 184. Let's bring this back. Okay, so the way this is setting up, if we get by this one, yeah, it's almost really by it right now. Looks like, I mean, it looks like this thing wants to go to 218. You know, we're at that 180, 218's game. Now, if you take out 218, then, man, we better get as many tanks as we can get, because then we're going to be back up to 315. And so now let's go over to the XLE. So that's the physicals. We go over to the XLE, that's trading $75. Now, this is where there's a differential that comes in, and what it is this. The XLE has been in this consolidation for a long period of time. You know, 2008, we're at 91. 2008, you're at 38. There's a nice counter-trend, well, not even a counter-trend bounce. 2014, we went up to 101, and then baby just gave it up, come down 50% to 49. The number in this XLE is $78.45. And the way that's this, so this is intriguing, man, because if I just looked at this, that would be telling me that the oil market, you know, will go to that first swing point, meaning 70, 80 cents higher, maybe spike it, but the 100 still doesn't look like it's there. Let's go to ExxonMobil. We'll take a look at the two largest stocks in there. ExxonMobil had a monster day yesterday, broke topside, had volume behind the move. Even we take this on a weekly, had volume behind the move. So you're at 86. We'll put this on a monthly, actually. Yeah, so ExxonMobil, I mean, bottom line can run to 93. You're at 86. Chevron, which is the second largest weighting structure inside the XLE. Yeah, that wants to go after the high of 2014, which is 135. Right now, you're at 128. Yeah, Chevron's in much better shape. You know, what's interesting about this is that Chevron, so the low of its high is $128.03. We're already there. You know, right now, you're at 128.11, so that's saying that high is game. You know, what's intriguing there is that I wonder why there's such a differential between Chevron and Exxon. And it probably has to do with their reserve supply. So if we take a look at Chevron, Chevron takes in 155 billion. Their international's down 21%. The United States is down 18. This is in the last 3 years. Okay, so we're going to remember that number, 155 billion. Exxon, oh man, look at that. The company's twice as big. Yeah, they're twice as big. So they take in 272 billion. Next year, they plan on taking $298 billion. So that's intriguing that, you know, one of those, Exxon is twice as big as Chevron. Now, let's go over a couple of the drillers, okay? So what we want to do is this. So watch this, folks. This is pretty intense, what we have out here. First, we'll go to Diamond Offshore. This is trading $19.48. This is up from $10. Now, this equity is down from $100. Let me pull this up here. So this is something, though, that you are going to want to watch, folks. And the reason, let me find this story right here. Let's see. Here it is now. Okay, so this is down from $100, $100 in 2008. Off a low of $10 in, let's see, 2017. And what you have out here, let me go look at rig, too. So that's Diamond Offshore. Now you get rig, R-I-G. That's trading $11.79. This is Transocean. Put this back 15 years. This is down from 162. Hit a low in 2016 of $7.60. Hit another low. It tested it just this summer in August. Okay, so now the reason I'm bringing these up, folks, is that you're going to read tonight and tomorrow morning that the Trump administration has just turned around and plan on opening up not just the Gulf of Mexico, not just the Arctic, okay? They are opening up simultaneously 47 leases in 25 of the nation's offshore areas. So what they plan on doing is that they plan on unleashing this whole deal at once. Now, what you do have is this, okay? When you do something like this, you have to, you know, there's going to be a lot of protests. There's no two ways about that. I suspect what they've done is that they open it up all at once, so it can't be as segmented. It'll take 4 or 5 years even to get the deal done. But if, in fact, you can look at these stocks, because if this deal's going to get done, these are the two stocks that have all the rigs that would be in those offshore. So check it out. We're going to be right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet, while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over and take a look at the financials. Why the financials? Well, what you had out here, folks, is the bond market came back once again. You know, these financials, no doubt, are going to make a fortune if the spread opens up, meaning the curve between the 2-year, 10-year, and 30-year. Now, it's done just the opposite. You had the financials, the XLF today, go topside, take out the whole consolidation that we've been in since the December 4th area. We went to $28.54. You've done 62 million shares versus 99. What's going to be intriguing here is that we're going to see if you get right back inside it tomorrow, because you certainly didn't take it out with juice, with volume. And on the daily, and we're not going to have it on the weekly. But bottom line, it's a heads up because that's going to tell us quite a bit of information about are the financials going to perform because of the interest rates. Goldman Sachs couldn't handle it. Now, Goldman Sachs was the strongest stock in the Dow Industrials today, point-wise. That being said, Goldman traded up to 259.72, then gave it up. Ended up trading at 256.83. Couldn't get up to its last high, which is 262. And the reason I watch Goldman so closely is that what you did have out here is that yesterday, bottom line is that we came down on volume. Today, you go back up in lighter volume. And the number to keep an eye on the monthly basis is going to be that $250.70. Because what Goldman had done last month is that it took that swing point out. It took it out with 53 million shares versus 227 million. When you do something like that, folks, your probability is very high that you'll get a failure. You know, now a failure specifically, you'd have to get back under that price of 250.70. You know, you were above it. We know how this goes, man. You can go up for a long period of time with light volume. But check it out, because it looks to me like that's what we're going to be having because of the way that the bonds are trading, the currencies are trading, meaning the dollar, and the metals. The metals want to go topside. You stay right there, folks. We get our man, Mr. Andy Heck, coming up next, growling and prowling with you. Have a great one, have a safe one, and stay warm, folks. Wow! Go get them, folks.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.